quasi-tomahawk chop or whatever. Here's Mike Jackson pitching to Freddie McGriff in the 11th inning and missing inside ball 1. Fred McGriff 1 for 4 in postseason. Now he is 7 for 22. And Jackson misses inside. The new third baseman is Jeff Branson. Branson hit for Lewis and stays in the game. McGriff, Polonia, and Lopez in the 11th inning. And Jackson in arrears 3-0.
Well, Freddie McGriff ought to get a lot of respect, and more and more, especially in a 1-1 ball game, you've seen guys swing 3-0. I mean, here's a guy that hit 30 or more home runs 7 straight years until this year, and he walks him
on 4 pitches. McGriff at first base and nobody out, and Luis Polonia comes up.
Bunt situation here, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Polonia?
Well, you know, the reason it most likely is I saw Polonia for years, and he's a good hitter but not a pull hitter, so he can't take advantage of the huge hole into right field. I would think they'd bunt.
Very good bunter.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how good a sacrifice bunter he is. I mean, a big difference. I mean, over the years you see a lot of guys that can bunt for base hits, but when they have to sacrifice, are they able to do it?
Branson certainly thinks he's going to be bunting.
Well, McGriff doesn't have that great a speed, so you know, maybe you'll get a force at second if you play shallow enough.
And Polonia drops one down foul on the count of 1-1.
Well, you don't want to bunt it there because Branson's in. What you want to try to do is bunt it toward first base because Morris has to hold McGriff on. And if you do bunt it, you don't want to bunt it hard down the third base line.
Polonia drops it to the right of the mound. Good bunt. Jackson, Boone covers. Sacrifice clicks. Go ahead run. McGriff at second base. All right, let's look at it from above.
You can see how Morris having to hold the runner on Fred McGriff at first, and that's why Polonia made Mike Jackson field the ball. Jackson with only one play to Boone covering.
Yeah, good fundamental baseball.
Ray Knight repositioning the third baseman Branson with Javi Lopez at the plate. Foul back. 0-1.
We talked about sliders early. Mike Jackson, one of the best in the National League. 41 strikeouts in 49 innings, and you know, here you have a guy at the plate and Lopez who hit .359 with runners in scoring position, .361 over the second half of the season, so he's going to have to hit the ball most likely up the middle to make contact.
0-2.
When Jackson gets ahead, it is very, very tough to lay off that hard slider righty to righty. Davey Johnson telling us in that meeting is that Mike Jackson, after having elbow surgery, had some problems with his shoulder and became more of a pitcher this year. Took a little bit off, came up with a two-seam fastball that would sink, also a changeup to go along with the slider.
And it's a chopper to third, fielded by Branson, over to first for the out. 2 down. Nice play.
That appeared to be that two-seamer.
Hey, that was a terrific play by Branson because he had to throw the ball sidearm. He couldn't plant his feet and get back on top of the ball. High chopper. Nice play.
When you look at the Reds, especially the way they're constructed right now late in the game, there are no defensive holes.
No.
And the outfield is sensational.
Right.
Walton, Lewis, Sanders. You just saw what Branson can do. We know about Larkin, Boone, and Morris.
Infield playing just a little deeper than they would normally. with McGriff on at second base and 2 outs. And the reason they do that, Devereaux's a pretty good runner, but on a ball hit to their left or right, they want to dive for it. If they can't make a play, they try to keep it in the infield. Ray Knight, a terrific third baseman here in Cincinnati. He started his career there. Davey Johnson, a second baseman throughout his career. Both aware of that, obviously.
2 out. McGriff at second. Devereaux takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. When the Reds come up in the bottom of the 11th inning, they're at the top of the order. That means Walton, Larkin, and Darren Lewis, because Gant's out of the game. It's a little messy at this point. Crowd moans. 2-1.
Well, there's your cross up. Runner on second. And often you will change the signs, and Jackson just coming in. Santiago looks like he goes away for a slider, and he throws that 2-seamer down and in. Moves away, and then Timmy, you know, you can really hurt your hand.
Yeah, usually the catcher catches the ball right down the middle. He doesn't get that pitch for a strike because of the way he's catching it.
Right. And that's lined into center field for a base hit. McGriff rounding third. Lewis's throw is offline, and it's 2-1 Atlanta. Devereaux advancing to second on the throw home. Mike Devereaux picked up toward the end of the season to provide added depth, to do things like this, to come in off the bench in late inning situations, and drives in a key run here.
Sure does, Al. And I'll tell you what, Solomon Baltimore loves the ball out over the plate, and this is not a good play. No chance to get the runner at home,
right,
and you allow Devereaux to go into scoring position.
And that gets the dugout's attention. With Blauser at the plate. 1-0.
You might say, well, Fred McGriff's at second base, not a fast runner, but the ball wasn't hit that hard. When it takes that long to get to you, you have to realize there's not going to be a play at the plate.
Fly ball right field. Reggie Sanders drifts toward the corner and makes the catch. But in the inning, a walk, a sacrifice, and a run.